Hi, I'm Katie and welcome to Sugo Gaming Weekly News, where we bring you all the Korean gaming news straight from South Korea. We've had updates from Pearl Abyss across a few titles and new content for Marvel Future Fight. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the industry news from the Korean scene last week. NCSoft came in with the big guns last week, with founder Kim Taek-jin stepping up to the proverbial mic and delivering our very first look at their upcoming mobile MMORPG Blade & Soul 2. Kim Taek-jin takes on the role of Chief Creative Director for the kind of but not direct sequel to Blade & Soul, a new adventure that's set in a world after the events of the PC game's storyline. While initially billed as a mobile title, the showcase revealed that the game will feature cross-platform play between mobile, PC, and console platforms via cloud. In terms of gameplay, the showcase put a heavy emphasis on the game's action, with environment-related combat, new active combat moves such as blocking and dodging, and weapon-dependent combos. Most interestingly, Blade & Soul 2 is abandoning the fixed class system, allowing players to switch class depending on the weapon type their character wields. While it's still early days, we did get a glimpse at 6 of those weapons: the axe, the gauntlet, the sword, the bow, the force, and some sort of ritualistic bell. Outside of combat, NC promised mammoth open-world maps to explore with old staples like faction PvP and raids. And it seems people are hyped for the title, as it was announced that the game surpassed 2 million pre-registrations in only 18 hours. NC has reported that Blade & Soul 2 is currently on track to perform similarly to its previous juggernaut, Lineage 2M. There's still no release date just yet, but as always, we'll keep you posted on any updates. Korean developers FAO Games made the announcement that they are officially developing a new mobile MMORPG within the classic Prison Tale IP, Prison Tale M. The original Prison Tale is a Korean-developed PC MMO first released in Korea in 2001 and globally in 2004. The title has truly proven itself a certified classic by defying most MMO's fates and living on. The Korean server is still alive and somewhat weakly kicking today, maintained by Masangsoft. And while the OG's efforts to hold on are certainly valiant, it may not have too much longer, as FAO Games' deal with Masangsoft means there will be some fresh blood injected into the IP in the coming future. It's difficult to make any assumptions about how this will unfold. FAO Games has only one mobile MMO under their belt that didn't see release outside of Korea and Taiwan. We do know that Prison Tale M will be developed on the studio's proprietary Ray engine, which is set to be able to create massive worlds and allow players to switch channels without any load times. It's still early days with no launch schedule or predictions, so we'll be sure to keep you updated. It's been a banner past year or so for smaller Korean studios creating games that have caught the mainstream's attention. But it's not just the gamers' heads that have been turning. Last week we saw Chinese megacorp Tencent further its expansion into the Korean market by becoming the majority shareholder in yet another Korean developer, Royal Crow. While most are aware of Tencent's involvement in Korean-developed global juggernaut PUBG, the corporation have also had their eye on several small to medium-sized developers in the Korean market. They recently acquired stakes in Act 5 and NX3 games, and Royal Crow is the latest of their acquisition. As a subsidiary of Thumb's Age, Royal Crow was funded back in 2018 by the so-called father of sudden attack, Baekhyun Sung-hoon. The studio is currently developing a PC FPS game called Kraus on Unreal Engine 4, with plans to release within this year. So that means another Korean-developed FPS in Tencent's books, as well as a team with key members in Sudden Attack's development. The investment will also allow Thumb Age to globally publish Kraus, as well as market both the former and another upcoming release, Dekaron M. In updates and release news this week, Netmarble dropped the Dawn of X update in their mobile action RPG Marvel Future Fight. The update brings new content via game modes and new costumes, including 30th anniversary uniforms for Deadpool. Archer and Fletcher arrive in Black Desert Mobile. Pearl Abyss have dropped a little late Valentine's Day gift in Black Desert Mobile in the form of two new classes, Archer and Fletcher. These two male classes both use the bow as their main weapon, but boast different combat styles. The Archer is one of the fastest classes in the game, while its awakened class, the Fletcher, can scan the battlefield with his long-ranged great bow. And in other Pearl Abyss news, the developers have added another hero to their new Battle Royale Shadow Arena, Badal the Golden. Badal is a 5-star difficulty hero that specializes in combos and skill enhancement. You can try him out in-game, which is currently in early access on Steam. That's it for today. Unfortunately, due to the Lunar New Year, NerfThis had to take yet another break, but Naomi will be back with more esports content soon. If you want to stay up to date with all our videos, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. See you next week. Bye bye!